Jaywalkers, we are going to be watching the Euphoria special episode number 2, the Jules side of things, which we are very excited about. The Rue episode has still been in the back of my mind ever since I watched it. I think that was such an important conversation, and the acting in that episode was just beautiful, top tier. And they talked about some really important things, and it was just good to get some new Euphoria content, and now even better to get some more new content. And I'm glad they did this before season 2, because Jules and Rue are two characters that I really love, and to dive deep into like what they're going through and just hear their side of things, I think it's awesome. So high hopes for this episode. Very excited. The full uncut reaction will be over on my Patreon page. Link to that will be in the description box of every video here on YouTube. If you want to check that out, feel free. But yeah, let's jump into it. Get right into it. Let's go.
So where do you want to start?
I feel like this is going to be very similar to the first episode, in a way of just having a conversation throughout the whole thing. I love how they're showing everything through her eyes. Like, you're seeing the shit through her eyes, and it's so cool. We know we're in for a gut-wrenching episode. They just start off at full force with Lord. This Lord song? I do love this song.
I think I want to go off my hormones. Before I ran away, I'd gone to the city to visit some old friends, and we were having this exact conversation. I feel like I've framed my entire womanhood around men. In reality, I'm no longer interested in men. Like, what men want is so boring and simple. Look at myself and I'm like, how the fuck did I spend my entire life building this? Like, I feel like a fraud.
I feel like there's a lot to unpack within what you just said.
I feel like that's very deep.
The main thing
very deep.
Self-criticism you're experiencing, it's a lot. You're not crazy, Jules. You're just a lot harder on yourself than you probably should be.
I can agree with that.
So, like, what I'm saying is true. Like, without the self-criticism, I'd be lost. Yeah, I'm here, you know, but you're looking at like a million layers of other people that I've grabbed and clung to throughout my entire life. My entire life, I've been trying to conquer femininity. Somewhere along the way, I feel like femininity conquered me. Most girls, when you first talk to them, they like automatically analyze and compare themselves to you. How close you are to what they all collectively want to be, like in their head. You know, the quick takes up and down your body, or like they watch how your clothes hang off your torso. It would be a kind of sensual experience if it wasn't so fucking terrifying.
I want to find flaws.
Most girls.
But not real.
Oh my god, the smile thinking about Rue. God.
She actually saw me. And not to say that in like a cheesy way, because it sounds cheesy, right?
It's not cheesy.
Honestly,
Well,
it sounds like a relief.
I don't care if it's cheesy.
How a mom sees you before you're anything, and like loves you just for that.
Is that how your mom saw you?
I don't know. I mean, like, the time we're talking about is before you can remember anything, so I don't know. I take that back. I don't want to talk about my mom. Stops my voice from dropping. Oh, my balls from getting bigger, you know, the kind of shit that men wouldn't find desirable. In my head, women were always like small and thin and delicate, and femininity would always be this just like this like elusive, distant thing, you know. I think about beautiful things that are also broad and deep. Something like the ocean.
The ocean is very
like,
beautiful.
It's strong as fuck.
It's a beautiful
Feminine
image.
as
That's
fuck.
a beautiful
like, both
shot.
are what makes it. For me, being trans is spiritual. You know, it's not religious. It's not like for some congregation. It's for me. That's what this has always been about, is like staying alive. The only problem is I might have lost Drew along the way. I think I really fucked up. But like I was panicking. I had a really hard 6 months. I doubt, like I panicked and I felt like if I didn't get out I was gonna fucking die.
You're thinking about
I
hurting
wish
yourself?
things were just easy for Jules. I wish things were easy for Rue. I wish everything was oceans and rainbows.
I mean,
Jules got me thinking about oceans.
thinking about hurting yourself and well, wanting to hurt yourself, but that gap was closing.
Okay.
So I ran. And I left someone like I really loved behind. I don't know why I'm crying. So,
This is painful stuff.
Because it hurts.
I'm almost crying too.
at the same time though, I'm like really angry at Rue. Her sobriety is like completely dependent on how available I am to her. Like what if she relapses because I'm not there?
That's a terrible thing to think about too. Like, of course it wouldn't be your fault, but just to have that on your mind.
The halfway house. She's been clean for 9 months. You can't just dismiss the good.
I'm allowed to be skeptical.
She did say she wanted to see you.
You can tell her no thank you. Talk to her about like shit that was going on with my mom because she'd think that I felt the same way about her.
Well, don't you? You were angry at Rue for the imbalance she created in your relationship. The same person who saw you, who truly saw you, in the same way that your mom did when you were a baby, was also incapable of seeing how her addictions affected you.
I feel like real life is always such a letdown. It's like easier to talk to people online. I'm
Not wrong.
open and honest and vulnerable.
Felt that on a spiritual level. Not shy guy.
Some of the most profound relationships I've ever had have been with people I've never met. The fact that like none of it's real. It's all a fantasy.
Oh shit. Outside the window.
I fall in love so easily. I really do. It's like almost
What
embarrassing
do you think that is?
because half of every relationship is in my head.
Damn.
Well, just happy I met you. Me too.
This episode really is killing me.
There were so many times I wanted to kiss her, but I didn't. And when she finally did, I froze. I've never even like been that close to a girl before. All I had was like, don't lose her. Hey, I was just hoping. How could it be possible that Rue loved me as much as I loved her?
That's the line.
Why would you think that would be impossible?
Or tell her this, but I feel like I got to know him better than I knew Rue. We used to sext forever. It's like genuinely the best sex I've ever had. It was just pure fucking imagination. Blush if I told you I loved you. Why are there no photos of us?
Ooh. The way they shot that scene.
Because whoever I was talking to didn't exist.
Oh my god.
How could none of it have been real?
The way they're doing this whole scene is just haunting, but so good. Yeah, this whole scene is a masterpiece.
Rue? I had this like really bad nightmare about living in New York City with Rue. She was in the bathroom. Rue, please! Rue, open the door! By the time I
That's hard. Wow. That scene, it kind of reminded me of the one in season 1 with Rue when she was screaming at the door. Both acting in those scenes were incredible.
I can't handle this right now.
I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think you could handle it. All she wants as part of her recovery is to make amends.
What's my forgiveness? My forgiveness? So that, what, she doesn't like fucking drink herself to death? Yeah, you do. I swear to God that I don't fucking care.
Just go downstairs and let her apologize.
Even if it's not real?
Jules,
It was a week later. On Halloween.
how long was she missing for? Jesus Christ.
I can't go back.
17. No, you cannot live alone.
I can't go back to East Island. I don't want it.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for this week. Just be patient with
I'm just
yourself.
glad she got to let all that out, because that's not something you want to keep bottled inside. Not at all.
Alright, Kristen.
I'm Jewish. Don't be. It's a way better holiday.
Hi. It's Christmas time, so I really missed you. Missed you too. And I'm really sorry about everything that happened at the train station, leaving and stuff. Fucking stupid. Fuck that. I don't know why I'm crying. I just get really emotional during the holidays. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Jules.
I think this show gets pleasure in torturing us all. Wait a minute. Oh, written by Hunter as well. That's okay. That's crazy. Wow. But there we have it, guys. I wouldn't even say season, but special episode number 2 for Euphoria. And this episode hurt. This episode hurt a lot. And I think once again it was a very important episode, same as Rue's. Both very emotional, both incredible writing. Both very similar in the ways that it was pretty much one conversation, and them releasing some of the stuff that's on their mind and diving into some interesting and painful topics as well. And we got a ton here with Jules and with what's been on her mind, and even got some backstory and got to see, what they were thinking after their first kiss with Rue, and how much they love Rue, and how they fall in love too easily, and how fantasy and sexting is sometimes better than the real thing, and how that's some of the best stuff she's ever felt, and how she was closer to them behind the phone than she ever was to Rue, and how many times she wanted to kiss. We got to dig into some deep things here, and wow. And it really broke me. It did. It was good, but I think two of the things that stood out the most to me here, two of the scenes, the one where she was screaming in the door, at the door for Rue, and just that acting there, and the parallel I feel that was kind of similar to Rue in season 1, with Faz at the door, and the acting in both of those, it was, I don't know, that scene right there, and everything with their mother, like shit. That is some of the most heartbreaking, depressing stuff in this, and how she didn't want to hear her mom out, and the apology, and then the dad convinced them, and by the time she went down, she was gone. She heard all the yelling upstairs, and you know that's gonna suck to hear. So they weren't there, and I think it was a week later they got the phone call. That shit broke me. That shit really broke me. But then we get to see Rue and Jules, and Rue went to visit. It went very badly, and it led to a lot of tears between the both of them. Rue didn't stay long at all. Like, she was crying, bawling her eyes out, and it was just... Zendaya is amazing. Zendaya is amazing. Like, to just come in for a short period of time and to make that big of an impact, and all that emotion in that little scene, wow. But Hunter as well, who plays Jules, incredible performance. Masterpiece. I don't throw that word around lightly. This shit was a haunting masterpiece, as well as the Rue episode. And like I said, I said it time and time again, but I feel like these episodes were much needed. I feel like these two are some of the best Euphoria has done. I know they've only had one season, and they had some great episodes in that first season, but these two, the way they went with each other and just to dig into the minds of Jules and Rue, I feel like it's made me love the show even more. And wow, I'm at a loss for words. Hunter killed it. Emotional stuff. I love that we got to see their side of things and to hear how this has all played out in their heads. And yeah, it was interesting, very interesting episode. Can't wait for season 2. I don't think there's going to be any more special episodes, but I don't even know when season 2 is supposed to be out, honestly, but I know I can't wait for it. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I feel like I didn't say too much during the reaction. I was just same with the Rue episode. It's just I had to take it all in. I couldn't really talk much, being that I was at a loss for words and just really enjoying everything that was in front of my eyes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.